It's gonna happen eventually. Hey gamers, my name is GamerL. Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. Like I said, this was bound to happen eventually. I posted in a while ago explaining all the different games I would be playing. This was one of the games. I want to get out of the way now. We're early in the year, okay? Okay? Okay. I'm gonna... Oh, I've not missed this game. Oh god, it's so bright. Hello, pal. I haven't played this game in years. God. This new game. Am I not going to be able to rename my character? Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to anything any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is the girls. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you wouldn't see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk together on school days like these, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better running away. However, I just sigh and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Okay, is there any way to change my name? Whatever, we'll just keep it as Lincoln. Oh shit. But I caught you this time. Maybe because I only decided to stop and wait for you. You say it like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, GamerL. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't even have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. What do you say, Sayori? We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students as they're making their daily commute. By the way, Lincoln, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I already told you, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you were joining a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along, which is... I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I just dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sarah likes to worry a little bit too much about me. I'm perfectly content on just getting by on the average, spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I was worried that you wouldn't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me that you'll try a little?
No!
Yeah, I guess I can promise you that. Yay! The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. I pack up my things and stare blankly at the board, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sarah wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello. Sarah must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd be catching you coming out of the classroom, but I just saw you just sitting here and spacing out. So, I came in. Honestly, you're worse than me sometimes.
Shut the fuck up!
Hit you a little bit.
You shut the fuck up! You shut the fuck up! I hope you die in a fire! Shut the fuck!
You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori, yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever worried she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she did it because she thought it would be fun to start a new club. Since she was the first to show interest, one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Come on, please. What do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. What if I do Lanning's voice, actually? I can't tell if Sayori had is really that much of an airhead, or she's so cunning as to plan all of this out? Well, I let out a long sigh. Yeah, fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. Everyone, the new member's here. Told you, don't call me a new member. Yeah? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Ledger Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You what a boy! What do you give the atmosphere? I know Monica, is the AI here. Lincoln, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Oh, words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly average girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, go ahead and say it. Natsuki. Shut your The girl with the sour attitude, who apparently is named Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes you think she's a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sorry. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears to be much more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That is right. It is great to see you again, Lincoln. Monica smiles sweetly. Oh, did she bounce in the original game? I don't remember her bouncing, but again, I haven't played this game in 2 fucking years. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl. Smart, beautiful, athletic. I've completely forgot to do Lanny's voice. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Lincoln. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them, I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray, and Yuri opens the closet. Natsuki proudly marches to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh-ah! Ooh-ah! I'm never doing that shit again. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolates were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica, I follow. How do you have a thing? Delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and's already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. And it's true. I don't really eat cupcakes much, but when I do, you have to figure out the best angle to try to take a bite. You can't just eat it from, anywhere. You gotta figure out, the best, where you're gonna get the best frosting, the best pieces of everything. I don't like chocolate, so I probably would decline. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Finally, I bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you, you dummy. Right, alright. It's either hydrate or dihydrate, fellas. And I'm not ready to do the latter yet. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tree set. Hey guys, look at this awesome tree I have, all the way in the closet. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a nice book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me. I at least enjoy tea. I am 99% sure it was either Doki Doki Literature Club or a meme of where I got the trait for characters drinking tea. Because that's the type of shit I would do all the time. Have characters drink tea. I don't even drink tea myself.
Did he just say, he did?
I'm glad. Oh, this is gonna kill my voice. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. I can read your fucking thoughts. Get the hell out of our club. We'll make you feel right at home, okay? But though, seriously, get the fuck out of my club right now before I beat your motherfucking ass. President of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs, and who's running for the 2024. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone is enthusiastically. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by a new member joining. So, Lincoln, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering of how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Of course, this character is such a simp. Like, if somebody was like, you should read a lot more, or something, I'd be like, kill yourself! And just go back to watching like a movie or some shit. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are novels that build up deep and complex fantasy worlds. You're not gonna believe this, but my favorite book is actually a book called Sonic in the Black Knight. My second favorite novel is Sonic and the Secret Rings. Both just stunning novels. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And I totally forgot to do the Yuri voice. I just did Monica's voice or Sayori's voice. I already lost track. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Stories with deep physiological elements that immerse me as well. Is it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of your imagination, completely throw you in a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Specifically, a fun little book called Five Nights at Freddy's. I've read a horror book once. Well, I desperately grasped something I could relate to on a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't expect that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often successful at changing the ways you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror! Oh? Why is that? Just Suzuki's eyes start over for me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? She's that idea. I love Yuri. Just like... Blood is flabbergasted. You cannot see Monica's face right now. My bad. You left a piece of scrap paper behind last meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. What do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No, you wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing on a level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exploding your vulnerabilities and showing the deepest riches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you. The way I just said that. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Gonna make it just sound aggressive. Oh, I wanted to read everybody's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. I'm gonna murder you. Oh, I'm gonna murder fucking every single one of you. Oh wait, that's a spoiler, my bad. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them all with each other. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Lincoln? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold it. There's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. I said I would bomb this club, Monica. Big difference. Sayori might have convinced me to just stop by, but I've never made my decision. I still have other clubs to look at and, but I'm sorry, I thought... Lincoln... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these totally average high school girls. Okay, I've made my decision then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. I can't with this face of Yuri. Yeah, I'm so happy. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Yeah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Go fucking kill yourself. Write a poem. Also write a poem and bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks at me once more. Lincoln, I'd like to Oh my god, I hate reading. Lincoln, I look forward to see how you express yourself. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Oh, whoa, that's a cool background. I can already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Lincoln, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never got to walk home anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. What a fucking... Sure, might as well. Yeah. And with that, the two of us depart from the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I be really happy spending every day after school in a leisure club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure I'm sure good fortune will find me. And with that, I guess starts writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick a word that you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever you likes your poem the most. I think this game is, I haven't not played it in a long time. I think this game might be fun to do. It kills out my voice, man. But who knows? But editing-wise, this might be an easy game to just edit. It is not. And it's literally just reading. That's it. But yeah, that's like and subscribe, comment if you want to. If you want me to do a certain route, let me know. I've done the Sayori route. I know that one by heart, unfortunately. I can certainly try to do other character routes as well. The Riddle School video, I think I mentioned this during the stream. If I didn't, that is currently being edited right now. It's over an hour long. So it's going to take a few days to edit because I also have tests coming up. That's really about it. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.